lungs like an ox. Later.
I can't believe you just left me out here.
What? Here, you're in now. You remember the layout?
Yes, I remember it. I've been here 100 times. Why? I don't have amnesia.
CC must let you live here.
Yeah, well, he didn't have much choice. Did you hang my things up?
Yeah.
Good. You do real fast work.
I always do when things need to be hung.
I better sit down. Where's the couch?
Oh,
here it is. Aha. See, Scott was right. It just takes practice.
Yeah, that's practicing to be blind. I think that's kind of morbid.
Well, you got a better suggestion?
I made a better suggestion. I made a better suggestion before you moved in here. I said, move in with me, and I'll take care of you, darling. But no, you had to have a place of your own. Though why here, I'll never know.
Keith, I told you I want to be closer to Brandon. Plus, I have Cece's whole staff available to me. Now, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to argue.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying it's going to be difficult to take care of you here. I'll do it. At least you're away from that stupid hospital and into capable hands. I'll have you ready to go back to normal life in no time.
You sure you want me to get better?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I know it's sort of like recreating a monster, but what the heck? Anything's better than this.
What do you mean? I don't think I've been that bad. Have I been difficult?
No, well, let's just say that, you haven't been yourself. You know, you're not cut out to be courageous this way. You should be conquering empires, you know? It's sort of like having Joan of Arc in traction.
What a compliment. Joan of Arc. I love it.
Tied at the stake. I can be the Dauphin.
Sounds kind of interesting. Maybe we should pursue that. Oh, a visitor. Who could that be? Oh, I know. It's Sophia with the poison apple.
If this is CC, I'm gonna...
Hi.
Hi. What do you want?
Gina left the hospital without her cane. I thought I'd drop it by.
Scott? Is that you? Oh, what a wonderful surprise. Come on in.
Mother? Probably lost in the West Wing somewhere. She shouldn't leave the door open. Let's wait for her.
Mason, come on now. Promise me this is going to be a short visit, okay? I really want to spend the evening alone with you tonight, as we had planned.
Victoria, what are you so worried about?
Mason, the conversations with your mother tend to go on for a year and a day. You lose track of time, you lose track of me, you lose track of everything.
This will just be a simple courtesy call to make sure that she's comfortable. Then we'll go somewhere and have dinner at the beach, all right?
Fine.
I can't understand Jeffrey's objections to this house. It's perfect for Mother.
Well, maybe he's jealous because you picked it out.
Well, I would hope he'd be more mature than that.
You know, Mason, darling, one can be mature and still be jealous.
Granted, but an effort should be made to overcome it, don't you think? Especially in this case where both are sons. Well, hello.
Oh, right. You're here, and Victoria, too.
Hello, Pamela. Hello, Jeffrey.
We called out, but nobody answered.
We didn't hear you. I was giving Jeffrey a guided tour of the house, and he loves it, don't you, darling?
Oh, very impressive.
And so like Mason to find it.
Yes, it's got Meyson written all over it.
Well, I've been trying to track down Judge Larson, but I can't find her.
So what's the scoop? You want us to go ahead with the plan anyway?
Well, yeah, because it's going to work. It's got to.
That's right, sweetheart. And you don't have to worry about the details, because Kane and I, we got that smoothed out. You know, you're just lucky to have a specialist like me at work on this plan with such a young, able-bodied assistant as Mr. Kane here.
Absolutely.
Did you know that I happen to be a master in the execution of intricate detail planning? Isn't that right, Kane? Yes, sirree. He's seen me in action, so he knows how I operate. Calm and serene in the face of imminent disaster. Grace under pressure.
I think it's time to get this show off on the road. We've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to talk about it. Let's go.
And listen, don't forget, if we all do our jobs right, in 3 days, Cruz is going to be a free man.
still get out of here if you want it bad enough. I got a plan that'll work for both of us.
Keith has been helping me move in, so it's probably a little untidy. But you're welcome to stay if you have the time.
Good. No, he's a professional doctor we got here, darling. You see, he doesn't do social work.
Well, we'll try to make it more social than work.
Well, look, I have the day off. If I can help out in any way, I'll be glad to stay.
Oh, I'm sure you could help out with all kinds of things.
All kinds?
Look, why don't you, just relax, okay? Sit. What are all those dresses doing on the floor? Are you giving them away to charity?
On the floor? Keith!
I couldn't find a place to hang them.
I'm the one that's supposed to be blind.
I'll pick them up.
Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you something besides your cane. I brought you a little housewarming present.
Oh, well, thank you. What is it?
Oh, it's no big deal, really. It's just a tape player and a few new cassettes.
Oh, one of the little ones with the earphones.
Yeah,
Great.
That's right. This way you can have music wherever you go.
I don't know. I think it might impair her hearing, you know? Then you'd be in a fine mess, wouldn't you, dear?
Keith, don't be ridiculous. This is very, very thoughtful of you, Scott. Thank you so much.
As a matter of fact, giving out gifts. I brought you a gift, darling. I was going to give it to you later, but now that we're in a real gift-giving, soft, mushy mood here, I'll get it for you. It's in the car. Toro, you know.
You two have a language all your own, don't you?
I'm sorry. I'll explain it to you, but it's a private joke, and it's a little complicated.
Here it is, baby!
Well, unwrap it for me.
Oh, it's not wrapped.
Well, you didn't even bother to wrap it?
Well, it's a painting, dear.
A painting? Keith!
Is that a painting or is it a process?
I beg your pardon?
Well, that's velvet, isn't it?
Yes, it's velvet. It's very difficult to paint on velvet.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's a matador and a bull, sort of.
Yeah, the bull is charging and the matador is thrusting the sword into the bull. So, I mean, for artists, it's real high drama, baby. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So silly. Thank you. It's wonderful.
You like it?
Thank
You like it?
I'm not sure what's causing this tension between you, but this is one of the reasons I asked you both to come by today. I want to put an end to whatever it is.
There's no tension on my part.
Jeffrey?
No, you're imagining it.
Now listen to me, both of you. I am very sensitive to atmospheres, and I can feel there's a sort of strain between you. And I suspect this house may be a sore point between you. But let me make one thing clear. This isn't just my house. It isn't just my home. It's for all of us. It's our house, our home. Is that understood?
Perfectly.
Jeffrey?
If you say so.
Yes, I do say so. So no more nonsense now. Now, I'm going to give a small dinner party tonight for a few guests. And I'd like you all to stay, both of you. Can you do that, please?
Mason?
Victoria and I had already made some dinner
Oh, darling, isn't it anything you can get out of? I'd so like to have both of you with me. It would mean an awful lot to me.
Well, it means that much to you? Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have a lovely evening, I promise. We'll have good food, lots of music, and hopefully stimulating conversation.
Oh, we've gone to a lot of trouble.
Not too much, but just enough to make it worthwhile. Now, I'm going to go in the kitchen and see how things are getting on. And then I'll be right back and we'll start. Shall we start with the champagne?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mason, I owe you an apology about this house. I suppose I have been a little unreasonable.
No, you're probably right, Jeffrey. I shouldn't have done anything final without consulting with you first.
Yeah, well, that would have been nice.
I'll try not to let it happen again.
Mason, may I have a word with you, please?
Oh, well, you go ahead. I've got to give Kelly a call anyway.
I know what you're going to say, but I didn't really have much choice, did I?
The choice was yes or no.
Victoria, it obviously meant a lot to her.
Being alone with you tonight meant a lot to me, Mason.
All right, shall I call her back in here and tell her that we can't stay because you'd rather go find someplace to eat alone?
Because, listen, it doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. You always do it anyway, all right?
Hope that's not guests arriving already. Caterers have only just got here. Alex.
I know I'm early. I came straight from the university. I thought that...
It's all right, darling. I'm very glad to see you.
So we're not... It's not just us.
It is just us, but several of us. Now, you come on in, and Jeffrey will get you a drink.
Yeah, all right. Yes, thank you for the information. I'll see if I can get in touch with you. Bye.
Hi. I got over here as fast as I could. What happened? Did Keith change his mind?
Oh, no, Keith isn't going to change his mind. We're just going to have to go over his head. But come on, come with me. I'll explain on the way.
I got the whole thing figured out down to the last detail, but I need you to make it work.
Well, excuse me, but breaking jail ain't my idea of intelligent behavior.
Listen, you gotta forget you're an ex-cop, and remember, you're looking at 25 long ones. I'm telling you, man, we can pull this thing off. No sweat. What you gotta do is have like a mental breakdown over going in prison, you know? Big show. Lots of yelling and banging on the bar.
I'm telling you, man, you got the wrong guy.
Tell them you'll agree to anything, confess anything they want, but it's gotta be to the DA. He's the only one you'll spill to. Now Timmons comes down, and that's when things happen. I pull my gun and we take him as our hostage.
Oh, Jesse, I don't think so.
Tell him we need a car. We've gotta have a car. No. Better yet, a helicopter. Once we get across the state line, we turn Timmons go. Or maybe we don't let him go. Whatever you want to do with it.
You amaze me. You know that? You're already doing serious time as it is. That ain't bad enough for you? I mean, you try to pull something like this, you're gonna be behind bars till you're too old to walk.
Let me tell you something. Anything is better than prison, man. Anything.
Julia, I'm so glad you could come.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
It's a pleasure.
Hi.
You know everyone here, don't you? That's one of the beauties
Julia?
about giving dinner parties in a small town.
Julia.
Everyone's so at ease.
This is a beautiful house.
This is a bloody mansion. It has east and west wings, things like that, you know?
Really?
You know, this really isn't fair. I didn't even have time to go home and change.
You look fine.
Yeah, right, and Julia looks terrific. Hi.
Hi.
You know, I was just telling Mason how beautiful you look tonight. You know, those long hours you two are working seem to really agree with you. At least they agree with one of you. Mason's been a little bit grumpy lately.
But only a little bit. Victoria's right. You look wonderful.
Thank you. Both of you.
Well, hello, Doctor. How's the world of science?
Well, very much, I'm sure, as the world of law, moving cautiously into the future.
Oh, not us. No, lawyers rush in where doctors fear to tread. Right, Julia?
Oh, far too often. A few months back, remember Mackenzie versus Raymond?
Are you guys really going to talk shop? I mean, come on.
Julia, how's that darling daughter of yours?
She's doing real well. She's in her very curious stage. She's crawling up on the table and knocking everything
She's
over.
making me go fix my face.
Oh, do you know where it is, Victoria? It's just right through there.
Thank you. Excuse me.
She's not cross about having to change her dinner plans, is she, darling?
Oh, I suppose that could have a little something to do with it.
Oh, okay. How are you, Alex? Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Jeffrey?
Thank you.
I must say I admire the house. And I understand, Pamela tells me, that you and Kelly will be moving in right after the wedding.
When did all that develop?
Well, it hasn't actually developed yet. It's just been suggested.
But I have decided. You see, this house is far too big for one, but it is perfect for three.
Well, like I said, you know, I haven't really had the time to talk to Kelly about it, not in any depth as yet.
Darling, I'm sure she'll agree. Now, look, I've been thinking about how to decorate the guest wing to suit both of you. You see, you both got such good taste, and white doesn't always suit everyone. So maybe the two of you would come up with something completely different.
There seems to be a lot of undercurrents in the room tonight.
More like a riptide.
Is Tory angry about something?
Oh, we were going to have dinner alone tonight at the beach, and we had to change our plans for Mother. Tory can't forgive things like that, you see. Once there's the mere hint of an activity, then it becomes a fixed, immovable date in Victoria's mind.
Well, she seems to be under a great deal of strain.
What makes you say that?
Just seems that way. That's all. I just chalk it up to domestic problems.
Well, you're aware of the disagreement we had over her doing that film. But the dust from that is pretty much settled. What you're seeing tonight is just aftershocks.
Well, I hope you settle everything. Meanwhile, don't forget about the meeting tomorrow on Cruz's appeal.
And then you worked for Alex in his lab?
For a little while, but unfortunately I made a lousy technician.
Did you get on well?
Yeah, we were fairly close. We talked about you a lot and our mutual problem with Cece. The thing is, I got over a lot of the resentment I felt back then. I'm not sure that Alex did, though.
Well, darling, some resentments are well-founded. But I wonder if that's what's causing it.
Causing what?
Well, the way Alex has been behaving lately. He's terribly on edge.
Yeah, well, I mean, I doubt very much that he's gotten over Elena's death. It hit him pretty badly, you know?
Yes, I know.
Win, lose, or draw, either way, as Pearl says, we have to find the man that Pamela saw leaving the Laser Palace. Cruz's freedom depends on that.
Well, we haven't had any luck so far, have we? I wouldn't want to bet on our chances from here on.
What makes you so sure it won't work? I know what I'm doing. I'm not in here for stealing candy, you know. It was armed robbery.
That's right, and you got caught. We should have told you something, man. But since it didn't, I'll tell you, it's a stupid idea. And I don't want no part of it. Okay. Good. Fine. Okay.
Fine.
You see, do your time, you keep your nose clean, you get paroled early. That's the way it works.
Yeah, right. It's 6 or 7 years. And if I'm not dead already, I can go back out on the streets and be an ex-con.
Well, that's a hell of a lot better than being an escaped con. Think about it, man.
Better for who? Society?
Cecilio, you're to come with me.
Why, Doug?
You got to get a physical. Standard policy.
Guard, get in here quick.
What do you want?
I gotta talk to somebody in charge, fast.
Why?
That cat they just took out of here, Castillo?
What about it?
Well, he told me something that'll blow you away, man. I gotta talk to somebody fast, otherwise you got a lot of big trouble.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, that's that. Damn it, Pearl, that is the 10th person you have called. You promised me you would have no problem getting any explosives we needed. You said no problem.
I do know. So just hang in there, okay? The 10th time was the charm.
Okay, so you got him.
What you gotta understand, Sugar Cane, is that explosives being illegal are not sold on the street like fudgesicles. You gotta find them, then you gotta buy them. It takes tact and perseverance, the kind that only yours truly can command.
You want to tell me what's going down? Just what happened? What?
I got an address right here. We go to this address, and we're rewarded with a nice big fat satchel, a very volatile explosive. So I hope you know what you're doing, how to handle them, because me, I'm all thumbs when it comes to this sort of thing, all right?
I'll do my job. You just take care of yours. Let's go, can we?
Oh, we got to take your car, because I'm almost out of gas.
What do you mean you're almost out? I don't have a car. You know I don't have a car. We have to take your car. How can your car be out of gas? Why didn't you put gas in your car? Why do people let the...
Oh, this is unbelievable. Easy. Would you just lighten up a little bit? This brooding quality does not suit you. Hamlet, you are not.
So you're kidding. You got gas.
Let's check it out.
Now, I don't think that you should go through this blindness all alone. I think you should talk to a professional. Get someone who knows what this is all about, who can counsel you. Meanwhile, I'll be glad to help you in any way that I can.
You know, Scott, I know you have all the good intentions in the world, but she's not going to be like this permanently, so really, I think we're taking the wrong approach here.
Keith, please. Scott's the doctor here.
He sounds like a pallbearer.
I'm not being negative, Mr. Timmons. The duration of this condition is not what matters. What's important is that she sees a professional, someone who can give her help and advice while she's going through it.
I think it's worth checking out. I mean, hopefully this problem's only temporary, but if it is...
It is. That's what we all would hope for. Meanwhile, I'd like to run some more tests at the hospital, like I told you the other day. So if you can find some time tomorrow or the next day, so we can get on with it.
Excuse me, my beeper. It means I have to call the office. On second thought, I haven't been there all day, so why don't you just go in?
Keith, thanks for everything.
Oh, heck. Don't mention it.
Oh, are you all right? I mean, you kind of sound funny.
Gee whiz, I don't feel funny. I'll call.
He's mad. I know him.
He's probably just worried about you.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one. I'm really kind of frightened about staying here alone.
Well, then why don't you get someone to stay here with you? At least until you get your bearings.
I'll give it a try for a while and see how it goes. It was just so much easier at the hospital.
If there's anything that I can do to help, you just call me, okay?
Thanks. Since you taught me how to use the telephone and gave me your number, I might just take you up on it.
Anytime.
You're just nice to all your patients.
Of course. And as long as they're gorgeous and I like them.
You really think this is going to work? Well, I'm praying it will. If not, we're going to have to try something else. Hold on, here she comes.
I am so sorry I kept you waiting. I thought I'd never be able to putt out on the 18th. It must have taken me 7 strokes.
Well, it was so kind of you to let us interrupt your date. This is my sister, Kelly.
How do you do?
Hello, nice to meet you. Oh, please, sit down. You know, it's funny. I went into a putting slump once.
You know, I think that's my problem. I'm just hoping that it goes away as quickly as it came.
Well, let me tell you, you know what I did? I got a new putter. I bought the Chapman putter, and it works like a charm.
I've been reading about those, but they seem a little gimmicky to me. Are you really happy with yours?
Oh, are you kidding? It's out of this world. They say it's something, you know, the striations in the head. And let me tell you, I used it at Spyglass. And it's wonderful. I haven't had trouble since.
Really? Well, I guess it's certainly worth a try. Thank you for the tip.
You bet.
I'm sorry. We get golfers together.
Yeah.
So I assume this has to do with Cruz Castillo.
Yes.
Yes.
Judge Larson, Cruz is like a brother to me. And I don't think I would be getting married this week if it weren't for him. Well, yes, that's what we're here for. We wanted to ask you a favor. If you would think about issuing an order to allow Cruz to come to the wedding, just for a little while, just for the ceremony, it would mean a lot to all of us.
I can understand how you feel. The sentiment in Santa Barbara is very much on Cruz Castillo's side.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm afraid I can't help you. Mr. Timmons has already contacted me about this, and I have to agree with his assessment that releasing your fiancé is very risky right now, especially after his recent unauthorized trip away from his cell. I'm very sorry. I wish I could help you.
Well, we thank you for listening anyway. Thank you.
Very nice to meet you, Kelly.
You as well.
Perhaps we will meet one day on the fairways.
I hope so.
Miss Capwell.
Thank you, Judge Larson. I was hoping my golf tip would pay off. I'm sorry. I didn't know you played. Oh, maybe I don't. I just remember hearing Daddy talk about all those things. Kelly. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If Judge Larson isn't going to go along with us on this, then we're just going to keep going up the ladder until we get someone who says yes, because Cruz is going to come to this wedding, no matter what.
All right, now the trick is to count your steps between various places, okay? And then you memorize them.
Well, how do I know where I started from?
Oh, by touch. And recall. Look, why don't we turn around and we'll try and count this out together, all right?
Okay.
Here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is.
You did it.
Can we do it again?
Yeah, sure, as much as you like.
All right, okay, but you're going to be here all day because I love to hear myself count out loud.
Oh, well, it sort of loses its charm once the novelty wears off.
Oh, how far's the kitchen?
Well, let's try it.
Okay. 1. What? Wait a minute. What's that poem? How many miles is it to Babylon? 70. Can I get there by candlelight? Yes, and back again. Do you want to get that? I don't think I can cope getting to the door.
Yeah, sure. Have a seat. I'll be right back.
Mommy? Mommy! Mommy! Oh, what are you doing here?
It's all right. Daddy's not gonna come.
Good.
Uncle Keith called and he told me that you can't see anymore.
Well, he shouldn't have done that. I didn't want you to worry.
Well, he said you'd get better, but I wanted to see for myself.
Oh, I am going to get better. My doctor's right here. You can ask him yourself. Dr. Clark, this is my son, Brandon.
Hello, Brandon.
Is she gonna be all right, Doctor?
You bet she is.
Are you gonna live here now?
Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? We're going to be so close again. I mean, that's what really matters. Where's Kelly?
I don't know. She hasn't arrived yet.
Have either of you seen Victoria?
No, for quite a while.
Well, I'll get that. Yeah, there you are. I'm starting to worry about
I'm sorry, honey.
Everybody's here.
Bye, later than never.
Kelly, how lovely to see you.
Hi, sorry I'm late, you guys.
I'll get you a drink.
Thank you.
Any news?
Well, Idен and I tracked down Judge Larson at the country club and persuaded her to talk to us.
And what happened?
Keith had already spoken to her. She will not go along with it.
Damn it.
Well, the way that she handled Cruz's trial, I didn't have much hope for anything else.
Well, we did. And I'll tell you, Iden hasn't given up. She's going to find someone until they agree with her. So we'll see.
Kelly, hi. Hi. How are you? Now the party can start. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Are you nervous about the big day?
Nervous? No.
Nervous.
Petrified, more like it.
Really?
All of this talk of marriage. It just makes me sad, that's all.
It's not meant to make you feel like that.
It just makes me so vividly recall all the plans that Elena had for her own wedding. She had planned everything right down to the last detail.
I'd love to have seen
It's
that.
unfair, Pamela.
I know it's unfair.
Everybody goes on with their lives merrily. Everybody's very joyous about it. She's dead.
Yes, I know. But it's also terribly unfair that an innocent man is paying for that crime. We have to find the real killer, Alex. We must do that. We owe it to Elena and to ourselves. Maybe when we've done all we can, then perhaps we'll find peace.
must be mistaken. That's not possible.
Hey. Until I was told I had a visitor, I thought having a physical would be the high point of my day.
What possessed you? What in the world have you done?
What are you talking about?
The guard told me you confessed to the murder, to the cover-up, to everything.
What's she talking about, Doug?
Jesse tells me that you told him the whole story, and he wanted to tell somebody about it.
Who does he want to tell about it?
Timmons. And he's down there with him now.
Oh, my God.
That's right, little man. You came right down to see me, didn't you? Well, what I got to talk to you about is this. You're going to be my ticket out of here.
You know a lot more about explosives than I thought you did.
Well, I've done a little reading on the subject.
You've done more than that. You look like a pro handling that stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm a better reader than some people give me credit for.
Fine. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I just want to say you did a good job. You know, you took something seriously for once in your life.
You know, I'm always serious, especially when it comes to helping Cruzy. I would never, ever let him down.
No, I don't think you would.
Well, it makes sense. He's my partner.
You'd probably make a good friend if someone wasn't careful, too.
That's right. Stay away. Anybody tries anything, Timmons' life is over with.
Stay away. Listen. Just I can talk to the parole board. I can talk to the court. I can get you out of this, man. Don't do this stuff for work.
No, I ain't buying. You're in this with me all the way. It's you and me. You're gonna be my new partner. You're gonna help me with my jailbreak. How's that?
I hear you, man. Listen, I'll get you out of this. All you just let me go. I can go up to the front.
Shut up. Anywhere you're going, it's gonna be with me.
Jesse.
What the hell do you think you're doing, man? I told you this ain't gonna work. I put that thing down, man.
You let go of me, Doug, please. Let go of him! Listen, then you're gonna talk sense to this maniac.
Maniac!
Sorry, bad choice.
Listen, Jess. They are gonna blow you away as soon as you hit the...
No, man, this is the way out.
Hey.
It's not too late for you to get in on it if you want.
Now, you know I don't believe in doing this kind of thing, man. I'm warning you to let go of this.
Oh, it's okay for you to believe in 25 years in prison. Well, not me. I'm getting out of here, with or without you.
No, don't run!
Jesse! Get an ambulance, for God's sake!
Hey! Oh, man. Why did you do this? I told you this wasn't gonna work.
Cruz. Yeah. Like I told you, any place is better than this. In a way, it kind of worked, you know. I'm out. I'm free.
I figure I owe you something. Now, I know you got your heart set on going to that wedding. And I know you're a man of your words, so if you promise not to do anything, I'll go along with it. You've been struck dumb by my kindness, or you've fallen asleep.
I heard what you said.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
You know,
This is not exactly a small concession I'm making here. Whether you appreciate it or not. I mean, we don't normally let convicted murderers go out and frolic in weddings. And even if you don't appreciate it, I think Kelly and the nightmare she calls a family are going to love this news. They seem to want you on hand for some reason. Well, if you're not going to say thanks, I'll, Thank you.
You think I did it for you?
I want that recipe for champagne risotto.
I don't think caterers are in the habit of giving away the recipes, Victoria.
I'll have a word with them, though, because it was very delicious.
I was just wondering, maybe, is there something I can do to help?
Thank you, Alex, but there's nothing to do. Jackson's going to open the champagne, but I'm very glad to have this minute alone with you. I'm worried about you, Alex.
Yeah, why?
Because everything that happens seems to remind you of Elena. I think you're holding too tightly onto your grief.
Pamela, there's a lot to grieve about.
Yes, I know, but I wish you'd feel free to talk to me, to confide in me. If you did, perhaps I could help you.
I'm sorry,
Alex, what is it?
It's nothing.
What were you going to say?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Cruz, I heard what happened. You were very brave.
I wasn't brave. I was late.
You can't blame yourself. How did you know he'd try something like this?
I did know, Eden. He had this gun around for days. I mean, I knew he showed me the gun. I didn't do a damn thing to try to stop him. Understand? He sat here and he played with the gun. And where the hell was my head?
What could you have done?
I could have stopped him. He told me the whole stupid plan, step by step, and I didn't do anything.
Cruz, you can't beat yourself up about something.
Of course not. What should I shouldn't feel bad. What did I do? I just stood around and let the guy die. Never in my life have I ever done something like that to somebody before. It's this place, I swear to God, this place. It rots you, this damn place.
You've got to get you out of here.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying. He said he had to get out of here.
Cruz, we don't have time. We have to worry about you right now. I was on my way up here, and Keith said he's going to arrange a way to get you to the wedding. We have to put our plan into action.
I got a bad feeling about this, baby.
Listen to me. We're gonna get you out of here. You're gonna prove your innocence. Just the way we want it, just the way we planned. It's what we've been waiting for.
Do you have any idea what kind of risks are involved in this?
Yes, I do. And I also know about the state pen. And sweetheart, if you can't deal with it in here, you're not gonna live through that. You've got to try this.
Yeah, I know.
You really gotta do it.
I'll do the best I can, Eden, because I'll tell you, one thing Jesse said rings true. Anything is better than this.
Cruz, it's gonna work. It's gonna
work. Coming up tonight on 11 Alive News at 6, reporter Paul Crawley will explore the patterns of housing discrimination that currently exist in the Atlanta area. Are landlords obeying the fair housing law? Find out in Rent Racism, an 11 Alive News Extra tonight.